Some of the classes that I teach this year include a Family Consumer Science Investigation for 8th graders. We have a recycling program for the junior and senior high school. I teach a FACS class, Family Consumer Science. This covers all the areas in Family Consumer Science. One of the projects that we do is a t-shirt diaper for babies that we send to Africa.
This is my first year being in this class. I enjoy being able to learn life listening skills. The most important thing about this class is learning life lesson skills after school. This class helps you prepare for your future family home. Some of the things I'm good at are cooking and cleaning. FCSI helps people prepare for life after school.
This is my first semester. I enjoy getting to work as a team with my FCSI class and getting to experience real-life tasks at a young age. FCSI helps me with my future by already starting hands-on tasks that I will do in my daily future. Cooking and working as a team is things that I really enjoy in FCSI. This class would help my school with a lot of things they would need in their later life. It's just a great experience to be an opportunity to be able to be part of FCSI.
I teach a FACS class, Family Consumer Science. This covers all the areas in Family Consumer Science. One of the projects that we do is a t-shirt diaper for babies that we send to Africa. Family Consumer Science can benefit students in the future by giving them real-life applications to things that they're going to be able to use and need in life, such as foods, clothing, housing, and finances.
I've been in FACS for a semester. I like how Ms. Haas gives us the example or the equation or whatever we are doing and then lets us figure it out by ourselves instead of giving us the answers. The most important thing about FACS is that it prepares students that take their class for their future. FACS helps me for my future by teaching me to work as an individual before going to someone to get the answers. A skill that I'm good at is being able to do independent work.
I teach a Clothing 1. We have a recycling sewing project, a hand project, and machine project in this class.
I've been in Clothing 1 for about 10 weeks now, so since the beginning of school. I definitely enjoy sewing. Clothing 1 definitely gives us skills for the future. It helps me for one of these days when I'm out on my own and I rip my clothes and I can't go run into my mom or my grandma. I can just sew it myself. The skill I'm best at is definitely sewing because this is my 3rd year with Ms. Haas now. It definitely helps us by giving us life skills, and everyone deserves to have Ms. Haas as a teacher because she's so caring and she is so good at what she does.
Clothing 2 is just a little bit more advanced in those projects. We also do Stitching for Hope, gowns, and I'll talk a little bit later about that. We do Caitlin's Closet, and this is where we make a simple pillowcase dress or a pair of shorts for children in the Philippines. And we make hats for cancer patients.
I've been in Clothing 2 for a semester. I enjoy sewing and I enjoy working with Ms. Haas in Clothing 2. One thing you learn in Clothing 2 is responsibility. You have to bring your own stuff and you have to be able to learn from instructions. It helps in your future because if something happens to your clothes, you can fix them yourself. I'm very good at sewing. It helps our school because students learn new skills that we didn't expect to have when we graduated.
Yes, I enjoyed Clothing 2 because we learned how to give back to the people in need. The most important thing about Clothing 2 is using our skills to give back to everybody. Clothing 2 helps me for my future because you never know when you need these skills. In Clothing 2, we learned how to machine sew, hand sew, cut fabric properly, and a few of us learned how to monogram.
Housing is another subject that I teach. We usually make doll houses in this class.
Well, I've taken family and consumer science classes for 5 years, but I've been in housing for about 3 months, so it's just a semester class, so I haven't been in it long. I do enjoy it. I enjoy taking stuff that's not really anything, kind of trash, and making it into something new. Building furniture out of just like scrap wood and stuff. So I like finishing projects. The ability to take instructions and to decipher them on your own. Like Miss Haas doesn't really help you. She wants you to become independent, and being able to do that yourself helps you grow and you can learn better like that. There's a lot of teamwork in the class. Like the main project is building a dollhouse, and you're doing that with 3 or 4 other people, and you have to be able to work together to figure out instructions and make furniture and paint the houses. You're not just doing it yourself, so you have to be able to work with a team. I'm pretty good at deciphering information and being able to use that to build things, and I'm also pretty good at the creative aspect of things. I'm good at taking stuff that could be thrown away and then using it to build furniture or build other things that could be used in like doll houses. Well, in housing you have to be independent. You have to be able to read instructions by yourself and use those, and to build your projects your teacher doesn't really help you. And there's a lot of kids at Riverside, I'm sure, that probably are really dependent on their teacher to get things done. So yeah, you have to learn independence. And then with the doll houses that we make, we actually give them away to kids that aren't less fortunate. So that's a good like charity or community project.
I've been in this class for a couple weeks now. I enjoy this class a lot actually. I enjoy the fact that I'm actually getting to work with my hands. In most classes you just do book work, and in this class you're actually getting to work with your hands. I think this class is very helpful for your future. I think in the future you're going to need to learn how to be independent because you're not going to be there with your parents anymore. I mean, I feel like you should be able to work on your own. My skills in this class would definitely be being able to be creative and working on myself, being independent. I feel like this class really helps our school because most people rely on the teacher to help them out in the class, in almost every class here. So with Miss Haas and housing, being able to like let us do our own thing and be able to do it independently, it really helps us out.
Financial literacy, one of the highlights includes Dave Ramsey for students, investing, talking about college, balancing checkbooks.
Financial literacy is a semester long. Yes, I did enjoy financial literacy. The thing I liked about it the most is how to save money and to use it responsibly. The thing I think is most important about financial literacy is how it teaches us how to spare money and to use it wisely. Financial literacy helps me for the future by preparing me for any financial issues that I may have later on in life. Financial literacy taught me how to save money, and I think that I'm pretty good at doing that. Financial literacy helps the school by preparing them for the future.
Foods and nutrition, highlights would include cooking, cookbook, or making their own cookbook, I guess I should say, and exercising.
I've been in this class since the beginning of the school year. I do enjoy this class because I feel like I can build a stronger relationship with some of the people that I haven't been friends with before, and it just makes the class closer. I think the most important thing about this class is working together as a team. I think this class could really help someone in the future because it teaches them many life skills that they can use when they're older. The skills that I'm good at are working together and cooperating with one another. I feel that this class will help our school because it can teach many of the students that take it lessons about life and skills that they can use every day.
I've been in this class since the start of the school year. I enjoy foods and nutrition, working with my friends and getting stuff done in a group together. I think the most important part about foods and nutrition is having kids work together in a group and showing them that they don't have to do things by themselves. I think it prepares people to live on their own and be able to do things by themselves. In foods and nutrition, that's how I'm probably good at measuring out stuff and getting equal amounts. I feel foods and nutrition helps our school because it has kids work together and not do anything independent, and it brings the whole class together.
Family Consumer Science has a club called FCCLA. Riverside's FCCLA this year was able to purchase first aid backpacks for the classrooms here at Riverside, and they were also able to make curtains for the junior high and senior high classroom doors. We also have an Entrepreneur E-Squared Club. This is where students can apply for a scholarship from the profits that their businesses have made. In Family Consumer Science, the things that I believe that students enjoy enjoy is cooking, sewing, running their own businesses, building and designing a dollhouse, planning their wedding, and doing community services. How to keep students interested in family consumer science? I believe that if you find each student's interests, their talents, and their skills, and then by offering different classes with different projects, and enjoying what I teach myself, and then students knowing that I want to make a difference. Opportunities in family consumer science include community and worldwide outreach programs. They learn the importance of giving. They can also have a completer status, which our program of studies is FACS, but they have to have a FACS class, the Clothing 1, and housing, either a full year or 2 semester courses in order to have that completion. Certifications available include WISE, the Dave Ramsey, CPR certification, Arkansas Food Handlers, and EverFi.
Whenever you want to become a completer in the FACS program, you have to take certain classes. It's really not a matter of how many years it takes. You just have to take a FACS class in 9th grade, and it's just like a general, teaches you about all of the things that Ms. Haas has to offer in her program. And then you have to take Clothing 1, which is a semester, Housing 1 is a semester, and then you have to take an additional year of something else. So potentially you could get it done in 3 years, but it just depends on how your schedule works out. I won't be a completer until this May whenever I get ready to graduate. So I've had to take all of these classes, and I have yet to take housing, but I'm in clothing right now to get close to finishing up my program. But I think my favorite one that I've taken so far is probably, I loved foods and nutrition. I took that, and it's a semester, and I did it to go towards my year of an additional program that I need to reach the completer status, and I just liked practicing teamwork in the kitchens and learning about what a recipe is and things like that. It was really interesting. So the most important thing about being a completer is that you get basically a wide array of learning and knowledge that you get from this program, and you're able to really just learn all of the things that are going to be essential to you after you graduate high school. And I think it really helps you prepare. I think being a completer prepares you for the future as a high school student by teaching you the basic life skills that you're going to need to know, like how to sew or how to work a laundry machine or how to make just certain staple recipes that everybody should need to know. And it just really prepares you to take that step and be more independent and not have to call your mom every day asking her how to do something whenever you get ready into a field.
Also teach an entrepreneur class, better known as E2. This is where they run their own school-based businesses. So let's take a moment to talk about the E-Square program here at Riverside, where we're always raising the bar. E2 is a student-based business. Some of our businesses include embroidery business, which is called Babe, vinyl, Romeo, buttons is Button Boutonnieres, cotton candy, which we call carton candy, bath bombs, etching for Etch Bros, candy and balloon boutiques that we give out for birthdays or special occasions is ran by the Fun Fun Bunch. Baking goodies, smoking butts, which is called Rotisserie Rebels, a Valentine's gift called Crush. Our 2 nonprofit organizations that we have in our entrepreneur business is a collection of local farmers' receipts for the Rebels, it's called. We also have a nonprofit organization, Stitching for Hope. In this, we have donations of wedding gowns and supplies, ribbon, thread that's given throughout the community, all the way from California. We've had dresses from Alaska, New York, Texas, and everything in between that have donated wedding gowns, and we make burial gowns from these for demised infants, and then we give these back to people in the community, at hospitals. Anybody that's needing those could benefit from having one of those gowns.
This is my second year at E-Square, but I've been in Ms. Haas's class for 4 years taking family consumer science. I think it's important that Ms. Haas is teaching us leadership skills that we can use in the future. I think it helps, if I was going to open a business, I would know how to do it, know how to take control of it, and take care of it by myself. My skills are leading a group and getting what needs to be done. If anyone takes E Squared, it can help them open a business one day.
I've been in E Squared for 2 years. I love E Squared. I like the fact that we can create our own businesses and make them come to life. E Squared allows us to get a feel of the business world and how it is in actual life. Because of E Squared, I know how to run the cotton candy business. I have a baking business of my own. I know how to make buttons and I know how to make frosted buns. E Squared helps our school because all proceeds go to an E Squared scholarship, which is awarded to one or more seniors in the class.
Family dynamics, such things as flag etiquette, electronic babies, and they get to plan their own wedding.
I've been in this class since the beginning of school. So, yes, I do enjoy this class. I think I enjoy most that you kind of learn how a real family works and how real world stuff works. I think the most important part of the class is probably that you learn how a marriage works and like the consequences that happen if you like teen pregnancy, and you learn how babies, how to take care of babies and things like that. I think in the future this class will help me because I'll have had experience with knowing how to get married and like things that happen with babies and how to take care of them and things like that. In this class you kind of have to have the skills to like know how to plan ahead and like, cause you have to plan a marriage and you have to plan how you're going to take care of your baby and what you're going to do, and you have to be prepared for like the unexpected because you never know the set schedule that the baby's going to be on or anything like that. Along with the teen pregnancy thing, I think it would really help our school to learn the consequences of getting pregnant young and having babies and just doing crazy stuff that you really shouldn't be doing.
I've been in this class since the beginning of the semester, so 9 weeks, 10 weeks, something like that. I enjoy this class. I think it prepares me for my future and it teaches me things that I really don't know. Like, I don't know how to take care of a baby. I don't know what I have to look forward to in a marriage. Like, this teaches you life skills. It's a really good class. I think the most important thing about this class is that it prepares you for your future. I think that taking teenagers who are about to go out into the real world, who don't know anything about it other than like what they experience at home, I think it's good to prepare them for that because it's going to hit them like a ton of bricks if they have no clue what they're going into. I personally think it helps a ton. Like, I have no clue how to take care of a baby or what I'm going to have to go through if I ever choose to have children. But yesterday I had to wear this giant pregnancy belly and it was miserable, and I think that's something that you need to know going into it before you decide to have a child. And I'm going to have to take home a baby next week, and I need to be prepared for all that stress and responsibility. I think the skills that we use in this class, it teaches you resilience when you have to deal with that screaming baby. It teaches you what you're going to have to deal with going into like a union, like a marriage. It teaches you to plan ahead, like when we had to plan our weddings. It teaches you how to budget and, essential skills for your future. I think this class teaches skills that everyone would benefit in the school. Usually our curriculum is zoned in on academics like math and science, but the things we're really going to use when we get into the real world are these skills, these life skills, these home skills. That's what we're going to use.